Stephen, is there anything else that you'd like to elaborate on in terms of the situation going on between Bisola, Theo, the church? Is there anything else you'd feel that we haven't covered here on that?
Well, what I can say to all of us here and to the church, and as many people that I'm sure have been praying for them, they must be aware and be careful that Bisola lied to me to get money from me and my wife. And he's been lying to many other people. I want all the people in synagogue and everywhere to know Bisola is 419 and he's making money out of lying. And she is not the person alone. Be careful.
Mr. Stephen Amponson warns others against the same deception from the likes of Bisola Johnson, who has been falsely collecting money in the name of Prophet T.B. Joshua. He said that Bisola Johnson is a fraudster who is making money from her lies and warned that people should be careful. Having heard the account of Mr. Stephen Amponson and the deception he suffered at the hands of Bisola Johnson, we wish to warn all our viewers of any persons collecting money in the name of Prophet T.B. Joshua or the Synagogue Church of All Nations.
Stephen, when we go to your office in Los Angeles, we see pictures on the wall with you and the President of the United States, President George W. Bush, with you and your wife, Mrs. Campbell. You've been in the White House several times. What can you say about these pictures and the visits to the White House in Washington?
Paul, this is something I cannot even tell you how it came about. You were there when he received a letter from Washington to National Republican Party, the chairman, and said you have been invited to Washington, D.C. to attend a dinner with the president. Me, hey, Jamaican, Ghanaian, hey, I was so happy. When I tell people who were born here, say, how in this world can you and your wife go to Washington and have dinner with the president? So why you do not know? The Lord did it. Later he found out that the community where you live in here, they commended her and her job as home health care, taking care of elders and other things. And they recommended to the Washington, and Washington invited her. You've been going to Washington several times. Lord have mercy. Lord, when you go there, the people that you meet from all over the world, ambassadors, senators, sitting down at the round table, eating fork and knife. The president is there talking to us, welcoming us. The Bible says he let a man out of the trash can and sit him down to eat with princes and queens. That was happened. The Lord did. We didn't go one time, two times, several. That you see all these pictures. President Bush and the wife sent a beautiful place, their pictures and everything. Before he left, he wrote a very beautiful letter with his picture. I'll show it to Miss Amelia Campbell, thanking her for supporting him when he was in power.
Final question, Stephen. Do you have any personal observations on Pastor T.B. Joshua?
Pastor T.B. Joshua is my pastor. The man I will never forget. Without his anointing and his ministry, I've been a crazy person walking on the street of Los Angeles or Nigeria, begging, not knowing what to do. Pastor T.B. Joshua prayed for me and I got healed. I will never forget him. He's a man of God. I am not only the first person. I saw people with HIV and AIDS being healed. There are some sickness that come to Nigeria at the synagogue. I don't want to see. They got healed. When they got healed of sickness, when I saw it, I ran away because she was big and bombs and everything. Within 3 days, everything was gone. I was talking to some people about the lady who was sitting by me. And he said, this is me. I ran away from there. Later I came and gave the women 50 naira. Pastor Joshua is the man of God doing God's work. Praise Bisola, Tio, and all the 419 people. Leave him alone. Bible says, touch not my anointed and do them no harm.
Mr. Stephen Amponsum came to the Synagogue Church of All Nations in desperate need of healing and deliverance, and after receiving his miracle, is now dining in the White House, mixing with senators, ambassadors, and even the president himself. Be warned, the likes of Bisola Johnson are still seeking for those whom they can defraud falsely by using the name of Prophet T.B. Joshua and the Synagogue Church of All Nations. Watch and pray, lest you also fall victim.
Well, the hour comes to an end too quickly, but we hope we've had an opportunity to clear the air on some of these foolish comments regarding Pastor Joshua. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Mrs. Campbell. And God bless the ministry of Pastor Joshua.
Thank you.